Good morning, students. I hope you are all doing well today. It's our social studies class, and I am going to recap the whole lesson which we have studied, and that is unit number 10 Ancient Greece. We will go topic by topic, and I will tell you interesting facts and stories about the Greeks. And at the end, I will show you 5 questions from your book and give hints to solve them. So, the ancient Greeks lived in Greece and some land that is now part of Turkey. Greece is a country in Europe and it has many mountains. Because of the mountains, most land was not good for farming. People built small villages and cities instead of big farms. The sea is around most of Greece, which made it easy for the Greeks to fish, travel, and trade. Greece has more than 2,000 islands, and many of them were important for trading long ago. The mountains also protected the Greeks from invaders, so each city could develop its own government and rules. The other topic is traders and sailors. The Greeks were very clever at trading. They grew olive trees and made olive oil, which was very important for food and lamps. They also made clay pots called earthenware to carry water, oil, and food. The Greeks sent these goods to other countries and got wheat, corn, cloth, and wood in return. Because Greece was near the sea, the Greeks became excellent sailors and traders. They built three kinds of boats: big trading ships to carry goods, small fishing boats to catch fish, strong and fast warships for battles with enemies. People from other countries admired the Greeks because of their boats, sailing skills, and clever trading. The Greeks traveled long distances across the sea, meeting new people and learning new ideas. Another topic is gods and goddesses. The Greeks believed in many gods and goddesses. They thought these gods looked like humans, but they had magical powers and could live forever. Each god or goddesses had a special job. Apollo, god of the sun; Athena, goddesses of wisdom and war; Poseidon, god of the sea; Zeus, king of all gods. The main gods lived on Mount Olympus, the highest mountain in Greece. The Greeks built beautiful temples to honor their gods. Some of these temples are still standing today. The Greeks believed that their gods could help people, but also punish them if they were not careful. Now, students, another topic is Greek myths and legends. The Greeks loved stories. These stories were very important in teaching lessons and explaining the world. A myth is a story that explains nature, like why there is thunder and lightning, or why the seasons change. A legend is about real people or events, but some parts are made up to make the story more exciting. One famous legend is the wooden horse of Troy. Greeks fought the city of Troy for 10 years. They made a big wooden horse and hid soldiers inside. The Trojans brought the horse into their city thinking it was a gift. At night, the Greeks came out and opened the city gates, winning the war. Legends like this teach us that clever thinking can solve difficult problems. Now, dear students, again another topic: the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games began more than 2700 years ago in a place called Olympia to honor Zeus. People from different cities in Greece came to rule, wrestle, box, and throw, javelin, or discus winners got a crown made of olive leaves instead of medals. The Olympic Games were very important, not just for sports but also for bringing people together. Only men could compete and women could watch the games but not take part. Today we have the modern Olympic Games. Athletes come from all over the world. They compete in many sports like swimming, gymnastics, basketball, and tennis. Winners get gold, silver, and bronze medals. Dear students, moving towards our last topic, that is Athens, a land with no king. Athens was the largest city in ancient Greece, unlike other places. Athens had no king or emperor. The people chose their leaders by voting, which is called democracy. All men could vote in meetings near the Acropolis, but women and slaves could not vote. The idea of voting started in Athens and is still used in many countries today. Athens was also known for being rich, beautiful, and full of learning, with schools, temples, and theaters. Now, dear students, I am going to tell you a very interesting story from ancient Greece that is different from what we have learned before. Listen carefully, it's fun and clever. A long time ago, the Greeks wanted to build a great city. Two gods wanted to protect the city and give it a special gift. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, the god of the sea. Poseidon struck the ground with his trident and made a salt water spring appear. He said, "This will give the city power and wealth from the sea." Then Athena touched the ground and made an olive tree grow. She said, "This will give the people food, oil, and wood. It will help them live well." The people of the city had to choose which they liked best. They chose Athna's olive tree because it was useful for food, light, and trade. The city was named Athens in honor of Athena, and the olive tree became a symbol of peace, wisdom, and prosperity. So, dear students, lesson of the story is this story teaches us that wisdom and useful ideas are more important than just power. Now, dear students, you have to solve the exercise and you will solve the B part. So, first question is name a god and a goddesses that the ancient Greeks worshipped. You have to solve it from the topic gods and goddesses. Question number two, which modern sports meeting is like the sports of ancient Greece? So, dear students, find the answer of this question in the Olympics. Okay. Now, question number three, list three sports of the ancient Greeks. So, you can see, remember running, wrestling, boxing. Okay. Now, question number four, compare the ancient Olympic Games to the modern Olympics. Think about where, who, and prizes. The last question is how did the people in ancient Athens choose their leaders? Check Athens city with no kings. Try solving them yourself using these hints. Good luck.